guys, welcome to our 9th episode.
Yeah.
I think that's the standard of how we start every
that's the
episode with some sound effects and also the music in the beginning.
Hell yeah.
So how have you guys been?
Fucking alive,
Long
dude.
time, man. I feel a little dead.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Fuck you, man. Today you're
Oh,
moving.
dude, my God. I can't even tell you how tired I am. And thank God that...
I mean, you did most of the heavy lifting.
I would say both of us did a fair share of it, man.
So you had a workout session in the morning?
Oh, yeah, dude. So
Wow.
yesterday, for some reason, I was like so drained out and fatigued. 'Cause I decided to
You
work
left
out.
work early, right?
Yeah, because I decided to like work out and stuff, and I think my body is just like, buddy, no.
You restarted basically.
It's like, Buddha, to take it slow. So I was like, alright, fuck. So, yeah, that was the issue. Then I went home and...
Yeah, I always see you with some other glass, but you're holding something else today.
yeah, dude,
so.
so today I was just having this herbal tea kind
Herbal
of thingy.
tea. Mm.
So, you're not gonna
Okay.
drop names of the brand here.
Dude, if you want sponsor us
Spon-
right now,
Let us know. It
this
starts with
could
a
be
P.
you, fucking herbal essence.
Starts with a P and rhymes with Adol. So, anyways. But moving on. So, yeah, that's what. That's
Yeah,
what
okay.
I look a little dead. I feel a little
No
dead.
worries. Hopefully the topic today will
Yeah, bring it out.
bring it out from you. So the topic we have is quite interesting because there's a bit of a dynamic here based on the topic. So what we are discussing today is about siblings.
Yeah.
And the
Fuck.
dynamic here is Balla is the only child.
Single flying solo.
Fuck yeah, baby. I'm the oldest and the youngest sibling. Fuck you guys.
Rohan is the older sibling.
Yep. And I'm a younger brother.
Yes. And I am the younger sibling. I have an elder sister.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the
Variations.
variation here, all the permutations and combinations.
True.
We are
Any
we
more
are
nations you have?
Oh, dude. Fire Nation, bro.
so I'll start off with Balla on
Yeah.
how is it
Yeah,
how
it
has
is gonna
it
be fucking
been.
short, so yeah.
Fucking bad John.
I'm only kid, अकेला बैठ के मुड़ मारता हूँ.
Dude, fuck, but dude, I had sad shit, bro. So even growing up in like, I used to stay in Sharjah and whatever the fuck, and I used to play with all the building friends.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, every one of my friends had either a fucking older sister, a younger brother, something, and like I would be the only fucking kid. So like sometimes be like, oh, I can't come. My sister has some shit. I'm like, tell her fuck off. He's like, you have any siblings? Like, fucking clearly no.
Yeah,
He's
no
like, exactly.
responsibilities.
No responsibility, dude. They're like, dude, you don't get it, dude. Fucking if your sister tells you, you have to fucking do it, or else you're fucked in the ass.
His parents are like, एक बार हो गया और नहीं होगा.
Dude, my parents decided the gene pool is fucked.
Yeah.
Like just knowing me itself, my parents are like, fuck it, we're done.
Yeah.
Hit it and quit it.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not taking the effort again to come out
Exactly.
with another one like this.
Exactly, yeah, dude. Like my parents, like for the longest time also, like like so when it was my birthday, they take me to like Toys R Us. Say, okay, you can take one toy, budget year, man. So don't like fucking just go and pick up some random shit.
Pick up some random. Wow, horns are us.
Oh, man.
Sluts are us. I don't know where that
Sluts for us.
Ooh.
The business idea is
Halas, bro, we'll open in Nevada, dude. Apparently you can have a fucking prostitution ring over there, dude.
Yeah, I think because that's where all the strip clubs are, right? The highest.
Not just strip clubs, but like you can have a legal brothel, not in the city of Vegas, but in
course.
Nevada.
I think you know a lot about this
Dude,
topic.
there's so much research I did. So basically, you can only have a brothel if the village town population is less than like 100,000 or 10,000 or some keeda like that.
So you fuck and then build the population up.
I guess so, dude. But yeah, point aside was so basically, yeah, I had to go to Toys R Us, whatever. And then every year, I would be like, no, I don't want to go to Toys R Us. I want to have a sibling. My parents are like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
कुछ भी.
They're like one bedroom में ये हमें चोदने बोल रहा है.
Dude, legit. Like, my parents are like, so I think just to kind of explain to me like how kids happen, they didn't give me like the birds and the bees talk. They told me that no, how we get kids is we go to fucking Pick and Save in Sharjah. There is a cabbage field, not field, but like the cabbage section.
Yeah.
From there they get kids.
So,
And so my parents picked me like a fucking vegetable, dude.
There's some human trafficking stuff going on here.
Legit, okay, so for the longest time, okay, whenever like family or friends or like any random uncle, auntie would ask like, oh beta, where are you from? Thinking to expect fucking Delhi, Sharjah, Dubai,
You said pick and
UAE.
save.
I would say fucking the letters section or the cabbage section and fucking pick and save. And they'd just laugh their minds off and I'd be like, what's so funny, dude? It's the fucking truth. Like,
I was like, लगता तो है साला.
oh yeah, dude. Fucking if I wrote to my dad, I'd be like, man, so got it for the halwa, dude. Fucking laddu this guy is.
Wow. So,
Nice.
how did you figure shit out growing up?
So yeah, like, I think a lot of it was like from my mom or friends.
What?
Okay.
Mom's friends?
Okay,
what?
no, my mom or my friends.
Oh, okay.
Not my mom's friends, bro. What
Yeah,
fucking
that-
milf hunter I am. What?
Like, auntie, that's alright. She's like, कहाँ बेटा?
Oh, dude, yeah, but dude, like my dude, legit. Okay, how did you learn to whistle?
Oh, I learned it from my cousins, dude.
Cousins.
Cousins, uncle, aunts.
What about you?
Yeah, I think like cousins or.
Cousins and aunts, right?
I mean, I didn't learn it.
Nah,
But like-
I saw people doing
We
it.
saw
and
people
that-
doing it. He was starting to mimic and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
My mom taught me how to whistle.
Which one? This one or the other proper one? Oh.
That was the first thing she teaches me to do. I was like, damn, why do I need? Like, you will need later in life. You will realize
Aaj
this
tak
lesson.
use kiya?
Fuck no.
Confused them.
Exactly. All like friends, dude. Like, you know, fucking. Like, this was the problem. Okay, so like just to prank like the older sibling, because a lot of my friends were usually the younger sibling. So
Oh,
their
okay.
older sibling would tell them fake shit, and like them thinking it was real would tell it to me, and then like we would spread so much misinformation, dude.
That was like the gospel truth.
We were like,
But
oh,
like,
bro, fucking
for-
this guy's sister.
I don't know for you, but like, I mean, I'll get your perspective also. But for me, like, figuring stuff out was more to do with school. Like, you know, and I mean, school as in, I would see somebody else doing the same
Ah.
grades and all that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then understanding, oh, what is this going on in school? Like, so who are you speaking to? Like, were you speaking to
I
other
mean-
friends or like
I mean,
cousins?
yeah, like friends, or like, not colleagues, sorry, but yeah, just regular friends in school or friends in the building when you were playing and growing up. Most of it was that. I mean, fuck, dude. For me, I grew up a lot of the time fucking glued to my laptop or my phone.
दिख रहा है.
So I learnt a lot of information / misinformation from the internet as well. So that was one thing. Like, yeah, I had like a lot of times I would fucking open Wikipedia and read up articles on shit, and I'd be like, what the fuck is this tutty?
If this house had a basement, that's where this fucker would have been living.
Oh man, dude.
For sure. It's
Fuck,
that
I would be a pro. I have the fucking beard already, dude, for
Yeah.
a basement dweller.
For sure.
Nice.
I think I was clueless, man, for a long time.
Shit, yeah.
I was super clueless, right? And said for the longest time during his adolescence, like before
Yeah.
the 15s and all that came through.
Oh.
So before that, for the longest time, like everyone in the family noticed it about him. Where I was like God to him. I was like God to him. I mean, I wish that was still the case, but I was like God to him, you know.
Yeah.
Anything
Just copy
you want,
everything,
it's like-
everything.
So in Malayalam, elder brother is Cheta.
Cheta, yeah.
See, anything Rohan Cheta does, I will do.
Hmm.
So they literally people are like, if he jumps out of the balcony, will you? Yeah, he jumped. No, so I'll also go. But otherwise, it was like ordering food at home.
Yeah.
You know,
They would order the same exact
Same.
thing.
exact thing. Like.
And
I
would
be
that
like,
piss you off?
Yeah.
Friends will order something. I want to eat from your plate.
Yeah,
also.
I'm like, कुछ और करना तो मुझे copy क्यों कर रहा है? Like even today on the office group, I was like, copy क्यों कर रहा है बेटा? I shared a reel on our
That was
office.
Yusuf, dude.
Yeah, so he copied it. But
Ah.
I mean, I was like, what the hell? So same reaction as well. So ordering pizza over here.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll have pepperoni. Siddharth, what about you? I'll also have pepperoni. Oh, okay, if he's having that, then I'll have the spicy chicken. Oh, then I'll also. I'm like, and then my mom and dad, okay, fine, let him order. No, what he wants. If he wants the same thing as you, what is the problem in that? And from there, and they're like, चलो एक काम में एक pizza में दोनों का काम कर
Man, fuck, dude. If I was you, I would order the nastiest fucking shit, dude.
But मुझे भी खाना होता ना.
Yeah, but he has
I
to
would
eat,
do it.
huh?
I would mentally be ready to eat fucking trash.
Yeah.
And then just watch my younger brother. Fuck, dude. I would be evil.
Oh my god, man. So yeah, anything, and that used to like annoy me to the point where I was like always on the opposite team from him. I never would take him in my team. And I was a proper dick. There have been times my mom and dad have come and be like, he's your own brother.
He's your blood.
He's your own brother. Why are you doing this? I've been noticing. He'll come to you, you'll push him away, you'll give attention to the others and not him. I was like, dude,
Damn,
this
damn.
is dal chawal for life. Oh my god. But for the amount of a dick that I was, as he started growing up, right, he picked up a skill that was kryptonite for me, which was blackmailing.
Fuck!
This guy could blackmail the living hell out of me to the point where he is blackmailed me and said, I don't care if you don't have money, I want Sorpunk. And I flicked Sorpunk.
Damn.
And it was bad.
Holy shit.
And at times I was like, I don't care, you will not do it.
Yeah.
Thinking that, he'd be like,
He
oh,
won't do
he
it,
got
yeah.
my bluff or something.
He would do
My
it.
dad would come home and he'd be like, oh, Dad, he was online from 4 o'clock till 5 o'clock. That's why the phone was not working. He was not
Oh,
he was not taking notes or anything. And my dad's like, I've told you before, no. Or I would have played PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will, like, every time I finish one level, I'll go run quickly to the stairs and see if my dad's car has come or not. And then come back and continue playing. Okay. And like, as soon as I see it, I'll come back and I will turn off the TV and I'll put a fan right in front of the TV.
Oh, so it cools
Oh,
down.
so it cools down.
Because my dad will come and be like, you
Yeah.
weren't playing, you were watching TV. Right? And so I'll be like, yeah, he was. I'm like, please don't. And he would not even like do it straight up. He'd be like, Dad.
I'm getting all the sermons you want.
Holy shit, dude.
Then my dad kind of saw this pattern with him. Like, I think my dad got fed up of beating the shit out of me. So,
There's only so many belts I can ruin on.
he's like, he saw a pattern, right? That was one of. So I was telling you, right? Fondest moment I had.
Yeah.
Memory. That was one of those memories, right? Went and snitched.
Yeah.
Dad whacked him only.
Oh!
What is this?
Like, don't snitch, basically.
And he was more shocked than me. He was like, what? What? I told you he did it. What? And then my dad's like, he's your own brother. How long do you think are you going to keep snitching on him? Are you going to do this when you grow up?
Damn.
Now it is inside the family. If this becomes a habit, you will do it even outside the family.
Fuck.
You're supposed to have each other's backs. And my dad looked at me and I was like,
Respect, man, respect.
Your dad has brothers as well, right? Your dad is.
so my dad is like, there are 5 of them. Right? He has 2.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he has 1 older brother, 1
Uh-huh.
younger brother, and 2 younger sisters. So he's like the second out of 5.
Gotcha.
So for him, because he's had like elder brother, younger sister, everything he's had like.
Yeah.
So he understands like the dynamic, the fights and all that, right?
Yeah.
And his side is more like loud and like party and all that. My
Exactly.
mom's side is more like traditional,
Yeah.
quiet,
True.
like.
But your mom also has like siblings as well.
Yeah. So she's the older one, like Addie's case, and she has a
Yeah.
younger brother.
Gotcha.
So yeah, full on dude.
But with
that's how-
snitching, dude, today itself, you told me of an incident where one of your cousin's vape was found by his mom. And he just fucking. Wait, okay. I want you to say this, what happened. So
yeah,
auntie finds this guy's vape.
So what happened was like finds it, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, I get a text
Okay.
saying does XYZ, Mr. X, does Mr. X vape?
Yeah.
It's like not that I know of.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Good
yeah,
good
when
answer.
it came, don't cover up for him. Do you though?
Oh, so
And I was like,
she's still thinking it's his.
yeah. So then she was like, do you? And I was like, well, maybe, at parties and stuff.
Like a white lie.
Yeah, you have to
It's
put
like
the
a
white
grey
lie.
lie. I would say white lie.
Yeah, I was like at like parties and stuff once in a
Yeah.
while. Okay.
Exactly.
And she was like, don't cover for him. I was like, so you're smart. I mean, obviously, you've really brought up him for so many years, so you know. I mean, I'm sure she's done stuff like this.
Of
but
course.
Then she was like, listen, I don't mean to be inquisitive or like,
Yeah.
shove my nose right. Like, she was so cool.
Oh,
so
that's
cool
that's
and
great,
sweet
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Straight up, she was like, you do know they're worse than cigarettes and these oils,
Yeah.
like God knows what these guys use to make these oils and all. I'm like, oh my God, I've not even filled that thing once in my life.
Actually, dude, this guy's filling it up all his time, dude. Fuck.
Right? So I was like, yeah, whatever, cool. I apologized, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, it's like, you're the same for me, like how my son
True,
is and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Because you guys are cousins, right?
Cousins.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
cousins.
So, like, I'm just looking out for you and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, of course, I completely understand. She's like, that's exactly what your dad would. I'm like thinking, my dad would have murdered.
You fucking lined up
No,
outside.
like, you would have lined us all up.
Taking that
And
belt,
instead
dude.
being clueless, not knowing what is happening, you would have been like, guys, I have no clue. You would have sat down. Okay.
True.
And then me and my cousin would have been standing there and you would have beaten the truth out of us. Oh my god. So yeah. But speaking of stuff like this,
Yeah.
Siddharth has also like once taken like a major blame for me, right? So we were
Really?
playing
No.
cricket. We were playing cricket at home.
Yeah.
I think I swung
You
the
broke
bat
something.
and broke something in the house. It was like a rare collection, right? Like my dad got it from an Amish village.
Oh.
So it's not even factory made and stuff. It's like
Exactly.
literally handcrafted stuff.
Yeah.
And he lost, like my dad lost his cool that day. He's like, how many times I've told you, you've broken things in the past. I've told you umpteen times, don't do it, don't.
Yeah.
And he went full on sit and the guilt started killing me, right? I went in between, I was like, okay, dad, stop. But I'm still not saying that I'm the one responsible. I'm like, enough, don't.
Yeah.
He's like, move out of the way. I'm like, no, dad, stop. Whoosh! I'm like, okay. So I was like, both of us are dealing with this together. Our legs look like, you know, tiger legs.
Jeez.
After that, me and him were like, come, let's go down, let's solve one. So, but did you get screwed like that ever? Like, did you blackmail your sister? Tell us the truth, don't be a liar.
Yeah, we want that.
No, I
know
know.
your sister well, but I can find her and ask her.
The nation needs to know.
Yes?
No, for me actually, like I was always same like how Sid used to look up to you, sort of a thing. Like so in our building there used to be there are a lot of people who were friends. At least like a lot of families were close. So my sister had her own set of friends who were like her age. She's
Of
4
course,
years
of course,
elder to me,
yeah.
and like her all those girls who play together and all.
Yeah.
And there were some guys who were like my age, but for some reason I never used to play with them. Like I used to always be like a tail to my sister,
Same.
go play with her friends, and even same like
Same.
at a point she would be like, you know, why are you coming with
went
me?
through the Sid experience.
Yeah, why are you coming with
He
me?
was being Sid.
I was being Sid, yeah. So
My
I,
experience. I went through the experience.
yeah, so I can like sort of relate to that,
Yeah.
and I used to always, anytime I used to always play with them, never play with these people. And obviously she is like, you know, like what is this man? Like why you
Fuck a man, John.
exactly like why are you following me? Like, you know, go do your own stuff and all that. But like we never like had fights and we did have fights.
Ooh.
They were
What's like the most memorable one?
Hatapai, like proper.
at times
Like
yes
full
when we were really
fight.
small.
Pulling hair and all that.
When we were small, like
How small?
much
Come
small.
on.
Other man yesterday, bro.
No, I think
His brother-in-law was like, one more.
I think when we were like, maybe I was like 8 or 9 years old, dude. Like that
Oh.
time, you know, we used to like
Yeah.
fight. But I remember once, like, I don't know why this is so fresh in my memory, like,
Yeah.
because you brought up that guilt and stuff. Something she did, and like, she had got some new diary or something like that, okay?
Yeah.
And I was like so in that rage or something. There was an ink bottle in my house.
Fucking
Which,
The pelican one.
yeah.
Oh!
fucking.
I ruined the full book basically.
White pages turned blue.
And like the whole book was gone, and after that, obviously like she was like sort of pissed and crying and
What
complaining to
the
my
fuck is
mom.
wrong
Yeah,
with
exactly.
that?
No, what the fuck's wrong with you? And after a point, I was like kind of guilty with that. I was like, as soon as I did it, actually like you felt the guilt.
Yeah, this
That,
script Siddhartha has had like sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Where he would like annoy me. Let me also do. Let me also try. My turn also. I'm like, wait. Let me. I told you I'll finish this. Let me give it to you. Wait. No, you will never. No. And I'm like, wait, Siddharth, and he'll test my patience, right? I'm grinding my teeth right now thinking about it. He would test my patience, right? To the point where I'm like, knock him off. And he would go straight crying. And he was such a cute little baby, you know. Round head, full buzz cut, okay. Round head with big ears. He was so adorable. Oh my god. Everyone would just look at his face and his red cheeks, he's crying. And they're like, where is that evangelist idiot? And I'm like, wait, what? You didn't hear the story? Boom! And then he would feel bad. He'd like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think I've done that. I've done that too.
Sid's
But
face is kind of flat, dude. I can imagine now why all the smashing you've done to it, dude.
Oh, dude, like,
But, like-
once I think I took a back and I whacked him on the back.
what?
Were you aiming for the back?
Huh?
Were you aiming for the
I was going for the head, but then I was like, I couldn't go to jail, so.
Yo, yeah. I've had similar, like we didn't do it, but yeah, I've like picked up the bat and all that.
Oh, dude.
Or picked up I had a small keyboard in my house, like I used to pick that up to whack people. Like for me, like it started when I was really young. So we found videos of like my mom used to record a lot of videos with actual video camera, and, you know, like so of me playing, my sister playing when I was like what 2-3 years old or something. Okay, so like in this and I used to lot of whine a lot when I was a kid against like against my sister if she didn't do.
अभी भी तो करता है। यार नहीं आ सकता यार मैं।
यार नहीं यार सुबह बहुत है गांडू।
यार इतना देर से नहीं।
यार गांड में दर्द हो रहा है।
I don't remember him saying that.
He's speaking from his own experience.
अकेला लड़ना है ना बेचारा। We'll give him benefit of the doubt.
So like there's this video of me like at I think 3 years or something, and we had those small those Simba from Lion King.
Right.
So I had 2 of them which were like soft toys. So like my sister is playing on her own and she's doing something, and I just go to her and we're like, you know, so sister is Akka in our line.
Yeah,
you know?
Akka for you,
Yeah.
Chichi or Achi
Like
for
that.
us,
So
Gigi for you.
I'm basically calling her, you know, Akka, come play with this and all that. And she's just doesn't care, like she's doing her stuff. So I immediately like run to her mom and like just whine off, you know, like, you know, Akka is not coming to play with me and all that. So it started from that young age. We used to fight cause like hers was like her own girl group, right?
Yeah.
And like obviously like you see like this younger brother sort of tailing behind, and you're not even the same, like they have their own stuff. And like
how age apart are you from your sister?
she's 4 years older to me.
Okay.
Oh, it's the same with me and my brother.
Your brother, right? So she used to always, you know, be like, you know, what the hell, man, like, why are you doing this and all that, and blackmail and stuff, not really, but like sometimes where we have both gotten into trouble for like I remember this like very clearly because I've hardly got whacked by my parents, you know, like
Lucky you, man.
yeah, like hardly ever, but for us it was
I
like
think my parents are healthy and fit, all thanks to me, dude.
My mom's fucking 4 hours.
Every week, come back home, work out.
for us like we always both of us had this thing that if our dad says something means like you have to do it.
Fine,
And he doesn't need to like raise his hand.
There is no that
like,
is basically Supreme Court.
Supreme Court, yeah.
Back and forth. Nahi, dad, nahi, you know. Say it once and
Once, yeah. What keh diya was keh diya.
full Rajnikant shit.
So like I basically for us if you have to get stuff done you go through mom. But if like it's,
yeah.
with dad means like done, you know, and we didn't even have that thing of thinking of answering back. Forget doing it.
Yeah.
So I remember once we were in, my mom had gone to the temple or something, and we were near that Spinnies in Karama only, somewhere. And we both were in the car, my sister and I were in the car, and obviously my dad like put the handbrake and stuff and he went off. So he went to get something from Spinnies. And I think we were fighting in the car for some random stuff, and the handbrake went down.
Oh.
Okay.
But it must have been in park.
It was.
Must have been neutral to me.
Okay,
I don't even remember. Like,
Tell us what happened, we'll tell you.
yeah, so then it sort of went down, and because we were fighting in the car.
The handbrake went down.
Yeah, and the handbrake went down. And then obviously my dad came, and that time he was like livid. Okay, he was so
The
like
car moved.
the thing is I was so small I don't even remember clearly what happened, but I remember the scene so like vividly because of him getting so pissed off with both of us.
Yeah, because his dad could go to jail for keeping you
Yeah,
guys in the car.
in
That's
the
actually
car,
true.
and obviously if the car moved, and if something happened, someone else got hit or whatever. Like so, like, he was like livid. Like he was pretty. I don't think he like really backed us or anything, but like he was very pissed off. Like
Yeah,
he was
for
like,
sure,
the most I've sort of seen. And then, so after that, we go from Spinny's to pick my mom. Okay. So we
Mom
go-
was coming. I got no
yeah, mom.
bitch,
So mom was all like normal, cheerful from the temple. She came back. She comes to the car, and both of us are like silent. You know, like not even a word. So she comes in and she's like, what happened? Okay, like none of us have the courage to even see what
I
happened.
can imagine both of them sitting down, like
Yeah,
just staring into
exactly.
their laps.
Exactly, and then I think she can make out from my dad's expression that
Yeah,
how
boy.
she went down.
She looks at the kids, guys, what happened? And then she looks at him, what? And then she gets, like in those anime movies.
So yeah, like that. But there was a point where we used to be really into name calling, not physical fights, and that to the most like stupid names. Like if I don't even know why. Like you know,
Sweden used to do it sometimes.
something very basic as you know, you're stupid, you're chicken, you're this, you're that. Like obviously it's very kiddish, very kiddish.
Yeah.
But we should do it even though you're not that young, like you know,
Exactly, yeah.
13, 14 years and all that, because like we realized by then we can't physically fight. You know,
Unfair.
Exactly, yeah.
it's-
Let
it's-
go marna nahi and all that.
yeah, and it's unfair and like
Like quality only.
yeah, and obviously like for her side it's like my mom's like, you know, he's younger than me.
Yeah.
So like why are you hitting him? And obviously same thing from my, you can't hit your sister and all that. So like so we used to just continue the name calling thing till we even sort of graduated from school, I think, because she used to be in the same, obviously in the same bus, and she had her own friends and I had.
Would there be like a name that she would say where she would realize like fuck, this affects not only you but the both of us. Like okay, like suppose okay, like I call Rohan a son of a bitch. Fucking Sid also like I can't do this. Who do you fucking calling that to?
Yeah.
No, I think like for us it's like you're doing it from an outside.
No,
No, he said
Thing,
if
right?
he
Like
was
suppose
sick
again,
and then
yeah.
he says it, I'll be like,
bro, same mom, dude.
Yeah. But like see, I don't know, like maybe no, but I think with like brothers you can
Oh,
go a
yeah,
little
dude.
more
Oh my
deeper
God.
with the cuss words. Probably it's not the
It's
same
So
with
crazy, bro.
Yeah, with-
Cuss words, the fight. Like I have climbed a bookshelf and jumped from there to land on him on the bed. Full WWE shit, bro. Like mad. And that bookshelf is still there today in my mom's house. The bed is gone for obvious reasons. My dad is like, this spring is so useless, so I just got this matter. And one day he shows up at home and he can see. I jumped and he walked. Like that, I mean, it was so perfect. I couldn't stop the jump or be like, you know, I just sit here for like chilling purposes, you know, or I'm just like enjoying the view from this height. Couldn't say anything. I was already in it, and my dad is just, and I'm just watching him as I come. And dad was there, I'm like, and
Dad, you want WWE? I'll give you.
but still, I mean, apart from the fights, he's been my biggest partner in crime, bro. If we've broken shit or he's broken
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
he'll
Like,
come
in
and
the-
he'll be like, bro, this broke, is there some way to fix it? And my friend, though you think those 1,000 puzzles you get is hard, this shit is hard. Try to put fiberglass shit back together.
Fucking impossible, dude.
Bro, I have stuck shit back together with super glue, UHU, where my hand and skin has turned white from doing that shit. And I would find the most craziest way to like stabilize it. Put books on the side, jam it under a table,
yeah.
and blocks together. And oh my god, dude, you have no idea the kind of stuff we fixed back. And then years later, while moving, my dad lifts one thing. Oh, you broke it back. He's like,
fuck.
I know who broke it because I picked this up before. It's never been like this. But since I don't know when and who did it, we'll let it slide. I was like,
But it's like if you break something, your parents are like, what the hell, man, you can't see. Maybe your dad breaks something. Who kept it here?
Yeah.
Huh?
Dude.
What is it?
Like I'll be in the kitchen, okay?
Hypocrisy, bro.
Dude, I have resorted to fucking not using the glass fucking plates in our house.
Yeah.
I use the steel or the plastic and all. I drop it. Mom is like,
Break this one. Break everything. Break everything.
fucking everything in the house to break. My mom will drop something. Dad will be like, everything's okay. Like, dad full concern. Dad drops it. Mom will be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I'm like, किसने ना खाया? Exactly. What the fuck, bro? I am the one getting fucked in the
So
end.
hilarious. That is so true because sometimes if I'm like cleaning the house or something, or my dad will call us on the landline and be like, "Oh, listen, guests are coming, so don't mess up the house.
Yeah.
If there's anything lying around, paper waste, or something,
Exactly.
just clean it up." So there have been times I've taken receipts and like dumped it.
and like mighty those.
My dad is like, "Who told you to do this?" You said if there's any paper, what? Oh, read at least. Don't you're educated. Read. Same time, I have done some art project.
Dad,
or
why do you give it here?
I've collected shells from the beach. Or back then, I don't know if you guys remember, today it's massage cards on cars. But back then, there used to be these telephone cards with a chip in it.
Yeah.
People could use it a paid phone
Yeah.
and call and shit. I used to collect those. And my dad, one day randomly, I don't know what it was, he was looking for something. He looked to open the bag and he just chucked it. I came down from playing with more cards and shells and stuff. And I was like, Dad, where's the bag? Yeah, I was just collecting dust in one end. And yes, there's shells. There will be sand with it. Yeah, I didn't want it, I threw it away. It's not yours! It's mine! And then mom will go to my dad and be like, you should have at least told him before. Or he's like, nah, it's just bloody shells. I'm like,
Dude, so I had a very similar thing. So when my parents were moving from the old house to here, I was in the US and my mom just messages me like, man, there's this bag of cables, like what do you want to do with it? So I was sleeping at the time. I didn't respond at all. I wake up, I'm like, no, keep it. It's important because under the cables is my fucking PS2 and my PSP.
Oh.
Like it's a big massive bag.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I used to keep a lot of cables for
whenever you
shit.
go to your friend's place or whatever.
Yeah. Like I just had a bag of like fucking 20 different Ethernet cables of 20 different lengths for I don't know what fucking joy in my life. I wake up, my mom's like, fuck it, I threw it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, no, please find that bag. She's like, it was heavy and useless. I'm like, yeah, God, there's a fucking PS2 inside it, dude. My mom's like, so now what? I'm like, please find it.
Fine.
She's like, no,
It's gone.
It's gone. I'm like, okay. I'll tell my uncle. So my mom's brother bought it for me, like my mama. I'm like, I'll tell Mamu. My mom is like, fucking tell. Fucking do.
Obviously, you're blackmailing your mom. She's like, do you know how old I am? That I've removed one fellow that's like you. Tere ko bahar fucking I brought you up and you're blackmailing me. And when your mom was you want like,
I don't know. I think I just wanted it to get a PS2 again. I was like, fuck off, dude. You don't need this shit.
I never had, but that I think that was good because me and Siddharth did a lot of like games together. You know,
Oh.
and because of that, we all got like we always got two of each thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if it was a PlayStation with two controllers, if it was remote control car, two of them. Like there's always like one for Rohan, one for Siddharth, like something for his age, something for his age.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what came over my parents. They were like, yeah, anyways, even the PlayStation 1 that I had with the
Matching
CD.
pajama sets, dude.
Yeah, matching
Dude,
clothes.
fuck, dude.
I'm not joking. We used to look like minions. And like just how they all look identical. Both of us would have the same pajamas.
Did you have like the same
clothes.
birthday parties and stuff? Like I have those McDonald's birthday parties. with
Yeah.
And you used to get those McDonald's.
Yeah. So
We used to beat up the fucking characters in KFC, right?
yeah, so we have the chicken bowl.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember.
I remember my sister used to
I
get
think-
really pissed because we both are born in Feb. Like mine's
Really?
10th and hers is 27th.
So your parents had a special month.
Yeah.
The Children's Day.
January? No, it's what is 9 months?
Children's Day.
No, that's
No
November,
man,
bro.
that's if I was born in November, dude.
2. Then there's fucking 12 months you take.
Okay, someone's bad at math.
Fucking Randu.
Bro, over here we should put that filter.
Yeah.
Equation
7 months from.
January,
February. So May, basically May was.
Okay, fine.
When is your parents' anniversary?
Feb.
My logic, dude. I was thinking probably in May, dude. You know.
No, anyway, so we used to have those birthday parties together, and my sister used to get like pretty pissed off, like because it used to always happen earlier because my birthday was earlier.
Oh.
And she's like, "Arey, what is this and all that, and we have pictures of us full dressed up and getting those McDonald's bags.
Yeah.
And then I used to have another celebration on 27th also.
Oh.
Because my parents are like, oh, he's a young kid.
Ah,
So we used to be like, he's, eating both. He's eating my birthday also, his birthday also. What is this and all that? But yeah, those were stuff. But yeah, otherwise like, usually like when you start growing up, at least when you realize that your sibling is kind of more important. You form your own team, right? You're not against your parents. I mean, like there are a lot of things which
It's
you
like
understand.
a bond where
It's
just
unspoken. It's kind of unspoken.
unspoken sacred thing.
Like, I'm always
I got your back.
Yeah,
if
I
you
got
need something, or if I need something, I know you got my
There's
back.
anything in particular that you
Something
remember?
I can't tell my parents. I think that happens when you grow up much later.
Yeah.
Where now you just sort your shit out between you two. Your parents don't get involved.
Yeah.
And then it reaches a point where if one or the other gets like royally screwed, then the other comes to console and be like, dude, it's okay, they're just our parents and stuff. So I remember when it happened to Sid and it happened to me. So both times, right? So once was, I think I came smashed like a coconut on some temple floor. Smashed. Okay.
Pretty good level of smash.
Like next level smash, right?
Yeah.
Come home. Mom catches. Giving me full on shit, like giving me proper hell. Obviously, dad's sleep gets spoiled. His sleep got spoiled, plus his son is drunk. Double pissed. He also came like, you want to drink in my house? Full on. Siddharth heard all of this. He came, he's just standing in one corner. He's like, shit, my brother's getting pelted the fuck.
Yeah.
My dad's like, go, we don't want to talk to a drunkard. Go, take bath and go to bed. I was like, okay, fine. Then I took a shower, and I was already like,
But you can't differentiate between a shower and the tears.
I'm like, I'm an adult. And anyways, I'm like, no, my bed. Sid comes in the back and he's like, no, it's okay. And I was like, oh.
Damn.
And I told her, I'm like, so full on. Same happened with him. I think.
Now he came drunk and you were there in the house.
No, so I was in UK, I think.
Yeah,
he came drunk or something. No. Yeah, something to do with his grades or university or something, and he didn't do so well. And my mom and dad lost it, like proper. They like, we fucking spent so much money. This
Sent you here.
Full on, like hell, right? Hellfire. And I couldn't even say anything to like help him or protect him. Because I myself didn't do too great also when I graduated. But he did like worse than that, so fuck. It was like next level hell that was coming down on him. So then, he's just standing in the room, puzzled, he doesn't know what to do. So I just stood there, I'm like, dude, you okay? And this guy just broke down. So I was just like, it's okay, man, it's all. So, that's where having a sibling comes into play.
Yeah,
that's true,
That's what I'm missing out on. Just want to rub it in your face. So,
fuck, man. Like, I think because I didn't have a sibling, I actually got away with a lot more shit. Because there was no one to like.
Iklauta beta hua beta.
Dude, I was like.
Raja
beta. I wouldn't say I was very spoiled, but I definitely wasn't like not spoiled.
Yeah.
Like it was like a fine medium between the
like
two.
they were like, karo ayashi, but itna bhi nahi ki hum barbaad ho jaye.
Exactly, yeah. Like I met up with a friend yesterday and he was telling me like this was some friend's birthday party we had gone to in Tehra City Center. So he had got like some amount of cash for like the games and shit and he was playing and stuff. So after that, like, so you're having food and his thing was like, okay, fuck, I'll pay for the bowling and shit. Fuck off, get your own food, can't do. I'm not like some billionaire sitting in Sharjah Mahal or some shit like that. So then my dad had given me cash. I think my dad had given me 100 dirhams. He was like, okay, you use it to go there. If you need to take a taxi, take it. Take the metro, though. Don't be a benchol. And then I think, dude, like food was cheap. Like what, man? Like 10 dirhams, 20 dirhams, you're done.
Yeah.
I think one of my other friends was telling me that like apparently his dad had given him just like 10-15 bucks and like he didn't have enough because he used it on the metro coming there or some shit.
Yeah.
And he had like zero cash for food. It was just funny to use that. Like, yeah, dude, you bought me food and all. I'm like, did you pay me back? He's like, Gandhi, you gave it to me. I'm like, fucking bad, so give it back. But no, dude, I was very well off.
That is so true. Like that has happened to me. Where if I asked for $100,
like you get negotiated down.
My dad is like, why 100? So I'll be like, Dad, to go in taxi, movie ticket. Maybe we'll do arcade or eat something.
Come back.
Because in Sharjah there was no metro.
Exactly, there was no metro,
I was like, why you need taxi? There's bus, right? That goes to Sahara. I was like, Yeah, but you know, like I would have to leave very early, and once the movie gets over, I'll get home very late.
Yeah.
And you know, you told me always have to pee back before.
Full logical reasoning.
But I was like, don't give all this crap, okay? Actually, you know what? Don't go only. I know what I was like, why? I was like, you know what? Actually, I'll chip in with my friends and we'll take a share taxi and we'll go together. So you know how to save money, right? You can reach there in less than the whole. I was like, yeah. I can.
Yeah.
And oh, dude, like it used to be insane. So I would do full chindi chore life, dude. Full chindi chore life. I will count every penny or fill I was spending.
Yeah.
I would see the taxi guy. There have been times, dude. So I used to live in Sharjah, like right next to Sharjah city center, after the bridge. Okay, so it's quite a bit of a walk. Like it's about,
The fucking
you know, like-
tunnel that was there.
Yeah.
Smelled like fucking piss, dude.
Always.
24/7
really
smelled
like-
like piss.
I think like people in the midnight used to just be like, "Idhar hi mood ke nikal
Exactly.
rahe hain."
Yeah.
It was bad, but anyways, like it would be to the point where I would think like, okay, so I know the average cost of like coming from the mall back home
Yeah.
and shit like that, and then I would literally spend all of it, and my
Yeah.
folks would be like, "So how much is left?" I'm like, "Huh? What do you mean how much is left?" And Siddharth would be there, he'd be like, 50. 55? And then they look and he's like, and then again my folks turn on, he's like, 10 dirhams are left. And they're like, okay, fine.
Nice.
But for, I think the same, like, I have a similar dynamic where, like, my elder sibling, I mean, my sister is more vocal, and I think Siddharth is more like the quiet one. Same with me, like.
I mean, he was for a long time, but.
Yeah, I like, till you, like, at least come to a certain
Chindi
age.
story, dude. Fuck, you reminded me. So, this is when my parents had given me some amount of cash to like go to Dera city center, have fun and come back. And it was late night, like I think we'd gone for a movie and I had 20 dirhams in my pocket.
Yeah.
Metros were fucking closed. Because metros used to close at what, 11 o'clock, and I missed the last train by like 10-15 minutes, like a good 10-15 minutes. So I'm like in the taxi, I'm like, okay, fuck. 20 dirhams I have, wherever it hits 20, I'm gonna be like, bhaiya, stop. I'm walking back.
Oh, I've done
No.
But thank fucking God, dude. He didn't start the meter, dude.
this. The whole ride was free.
So basically what happened was I sat in the front. I'm like, fuck it, my game plan is this. Distract the fuck out of this guy. Just talk to him the entire ride. Whatever the fuck he wants to talk about. Like whatever his BV, his bache, his sadak of Pakistan, fucking how Hindustan is chutiya, whatever, dude. His favorite flavor of condoms being strawberry, for all I could give a fuck. Then I see the meter. Like I didn't notice myself also the meter. We're driving, and I see the meter's not started. I'm like, fuck it. Engrossing him in conversation. Like we reached the stop. Like,
Did he reach over and touch your lap while changing the gear?
Oh.
Thank God, dude. Thank God, no.
He was taking some other meter.
He's shifting the automatic gear from neutral to drive, and he's like, oops.
Handbrake.
He's like, handbrake.
Oh, dude. Luckily, so then we get to Al Mullah Plaza.
Yeah.
Then he notices meter didn't start.
Mm.
He's like, oh man, meter chalana bhul gaya, and all. He's giving his whole sob story. Into a fucking, like, I was I think 15 or 16 at that time. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. We get to my house and the bill is like 10 dirhams. I'm like, भैया मेरे पास सिर्फ 20 dirham थे और मैं आपको रोकने वाला था जब 20 dirham होने वाले थे. तो ये रहे मेरे साथ पैसे. And I just fucking ran out of that cab, dude. I swear to God, dude. I feel like that guy remembers me, and one day he finds me on the road, he'll fucking run me down, dude.
Because he obviously didn't progress in life.
Yeah. But like for you were saying about the each got each other's back and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I think for me it was more to do recently, like when my sister was getting married and all that. You know, obviously like so she had a love marriage.
Yeah.
So she told me obviously before this is the
She
Yeah.
told you first before she
yeah,
told your
yeah,
parents.
told,
right?
told my parents.
Yeah.
And like so what happened was around the same time it was like when my parents were already like, you know,
Looking for her.
looking for her and having that conversation thing and all that, and it's like the thing is, like, as a younger sibling at this time, you can't really do anything because
Yeah.
it's your parents have their view, which is also not wrong, and your sister has or your sibling has their, which is also not wrong.
But
So you're like
for your
stuck in the
sister's
middle.
wedding- For your sister's wedding, like the person she got married to, was there any differences like that could have been a challenge for your parents, or was it like fairly smooth? Or
So they're from, so we are from a different state. So he's from a different
okay,
state.
Okay, so there were some differences.
But
Yeah.
religion, everything was same.
That was, so what happened was, so we had gone to Kerala to a temple, and I think in 2018 or something, in around August.
Mhm.
So that's when it was like, and that whatever the ritual they were doing or the puja they were doing was a lot to do for my sister, for her future and all that.
Mhm.
So it was like kind of evident that when we go there, that's when the full talk will sort of come out in the open,
Mhm.
because we'll be away from all the other relatives and all, with only our family. So my sister knew that also, like in the back of her mind, and like my
Sister willingly went for that puja.
so like we went as a family to the
Exactly, yeah.
temple. So she had told me like beforehand, sort of a thing, like this is the person. And very honestly, like, I mean, you have met my brother-in-law, but like
Yeah, fucking
when-
fantastic football
so
player.
when she told me about it, because I used to see like on Facebook and they're going out with their group of friends and all, I'm like, are you sure, kind of a thing? Like, is he the sort of guy you want to go with? And not because there's anything, like, I
Just
didn't
wanted to
know
make
him.
Sure, yeah.
I didn't know him, so like I didn't have like not a bad impression or a good
You
impression.
didn't have no impression.
Yeah, I have no impression. So I was like, are you sure, sort of a
Yeah.
thing and all that, and just being that sort of supportive thing at that point of time. And then she was like, yeah, I'm sure and stuff. So I was like, yeah, if you are sure, then like go ahead. I'll whatever. Thing is, obviously, I can't come in the middle and talk it through to my parents, and they're like, who are you, man? Like this is not between us. So like I'll be there, whatever you want to.
That's actually something Sid has also said. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I won't fight them.
Yeah, it's
But-
like if you
but
need me,
when
I'm
there.
there.
When they are like giving you hell,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
I
you
will,
want,
like,
I will
just
back you up. I
you
will
up
back
so
you
you
up.
don't fall. That's
Yeah.
it.
Like that. So I will always back you up.
Sid did the same
Same.
thing for
So
me, yeah.
so then that whole thing happened, and so my sister said that this is the thing. So obviously here the decision maker is more of my dad, right? So
Yeah.
so the credit to like my parents also were like they were not like, oh, who's this or what and all that. They were just like, okay, fine. Yeah, we won't say yes now, but we'll meet the guy and then say yes. So it
That's
was
very valid. Of
very
course.
valid.
Of course, yeah, I
valid.
wanna meet
Like obviously, I'm not going to
Yeah.
send my daughter on.
Yeah, some random guy and all.
Yeah.
Not like fucking.
But my-
Simran Jaz, जी लो अपनी जिंदगी.
Yeah.
तो देखा था ना।
No, but my dad did like proper interview stuff and all. Huh?
Damn.
So what happened was we were in Kerala. So this whole thing happened, and obviously like they are talking. I didn't say a word, but
Okay.
she knew that I was there, like in
Yeah, my
agreement.
younger brother, yeah.
Is in it. The whole thing happened. Then we had to go to Mysore for something else. So we go there. We check into the hotel and all. Sister had gone back to Bangalore. Okay, so in the hotel, and my mom is like, oh, dad called him here. I'm like, who? I'm like, she's like him to whoever your sister likes and all, to sort of talk to him. And my dad was like looking in the way like he booked a table in the restaurant and all that. And like so I knew he was coming. So they came from Bangalore, and like he took a full notebook and all with him, dude.
Your
Like,
dad?
yeah.
Holy
It's like
shit,
proper
dude.
like interview style.
Interview of the life.
Of the life, like.
So you are applying for the position of my
Son,
son-in-law.
where do you see yourself?
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? What can you offer me in this relationship?
So like proper, huh? So like he went and all that, and obviously now again I can't say anything here, and
Wait, so
I
you
just
were there as well?
so I'm in the hotel, like I can't do anything.
No, but like, what I mean was, were you there at the interview?
No. So
Oh, okay.
my dad goes down to the reception,
Mhm.
and we have family friends in Mysore. So one of my very close friends, who's like 2 years younger than me,
Yeah.
that guy comes. So he's like, come, let's go out. Okay. So I was like, good. Like I don't want to be in this whole situation here.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're going out. We pass by the restaurant. in the grounds.
Oh.
So my dad is there, and my brother-in-law is there. So he obviously says hi. And like here again, I can't be
Yeah, I
like,
was just like,
hey, what's up? And all that. So it's like a very
आपका फोटो देखा था चल के अपलोड
it's a very formal hi. Yeah, nice to meet you. And then we go, but yeah, so that I think the most, even the fondest memories attached to that for me. Like, I mean, when she got married and all that, and like in the wedding, there was a funny thing where they were showing photos of their office days and stuff like. So like that's when a lot of people in my side got to know that they were actually like together before this marriage and all.
You're like, what? It's not arranged.
Yeah.
They broke the stereotype.
So yeah, like there's, so that was, I think that, so for me, like when I was younger, I used to be the one behind my sister a lot, like going behind her. If it's a birthday, I'll do some card and all, and she'd never give any bow, okay, like, and be like, she's not like, reciprocating that. And that completely changed after like we grew up, after she finished her university and all. Now it's her who shows more of that love or whatever. And like, yeah, and it's not like I don't reciprocate. It's like a very, I don't know if it's the same with you, but it's a very unspoken thing. Like even
like even with Siddharth, it's the same. Like I will be like, bro, khana kha le, ya ye kar lo, wo kar lo. And he'll be like, yeah, karta hu. He'll just sit. But if I'm actually like today, like since I was not feeling really like unwell, he will never get up on time, right? When you have to come to work, always late, doesn't do stuff. But today when he saw genuinely like I'm like out of it, like I can't literally get out of bed. He himself cooked breakfast for him, made my breakfast, kept food ready for me on the table, and cleaned up everything, all the vessels, and didn't even wake me up to drop him. Called a Kareem, left and I woke up and I heard him leave the house. So I ran from the bedroom and I was like, oh, I'm calling him, like, dude, where are you? I'll drop you. He's like, no, take rest. I've made eggs and banana for you. This Greek yogurt with oats and all. So have it and you get well soon. Feel better. We'll speak in the evening. I was like, whoa. So he doesn't talk to me otherwise when we are sitting at home together.
Like it's like we hardly.
He's like on his phone.
There's no like
with his gang. He's like all
But like when Sid first joined,
when he's with us.
No, when Sid first joined, like that's when I first saw you, like a different side of you, like like not like very different, but this is my younger brother sort of a thing, always like, oh, did you do this, did you eat, did you do this, and like it was nice to see that, and like we celebrated his birthday I think when he joined. As soon as he joined,
a couple of days later.
So, that's the whole thing. So
I think
that's a good episode, guys. Fucking you with your nice, emotional, touching stories, and me just playing with the fucking microwave when I was bored. Dude, I've done that shit, dude.
What did you do with the
What did you do?
Just fucking play with it, dude.
how?
Dude, like literally, like you press buttons, beep, boop, beep. You press start, you just watch the plate fucking spin.
So dumb.
This is what happens when you get kids from Pick and Save.
I'm telling you, discount the villa now. Dude, my mom used that dialogue on me a couple of years back. Like,
We'll
send
take you back to
with some
kids.
kids. I'm like, warranty's 3 years. I know it's
Oh.
Mom was like, fuck man, John.
Nice.
But
Nice. So that was a good episode. Ending on a nice
you
note. So
fuckers in the camera lens. You fucking tell us what you've done with your siblings.
Yeah, share your stories with us. Reach out to us.
Put us in
Yeah.
the comments. Put
was
on
there any,
Instagram.
if there was anything relatable to you guys, I'm sure there were a few instances.
Exactly.
And share this with your siblings.
Like, comment, subscribe. Send this to them on fucking Raksha Bandhan.
What? That's so far away.
That's far away.
And that's
No,
only
it's pretty
between,
close, dude.
and that's only between sister and
Oh,
brother.
by the way, dude, my mom's selling Rakhi, so I don't know. Fucking ask me for some.
Oh yeah, you want
Use Rohan 50 for a discount.
Roll 15 and you will get at least 1 dirham discount.
That's my worth. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, and see you again on Baatein Unfiltered.